Guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure, and we're just doing a live pop up again. I don't know if anybody's going to show up. We'll see. This was not scheduled, and it's at a random time on Sundays. But we had a few people hanging out in here last Sunday. Maybe it was 2 Sundays ago. It was last Sunday. So we had a few people show up. So I figured, you know what? Might as well do it again. I got to box stuff up. Might as well do it and have this thing on if anybody's online and wants to hang out. So anybody watching it later, we're going to essentially do a what sold here, and it's not much. It's been dead. It's been crickets on eBay for me here in the last really the last week. Quite honestly, I mean, we could go back. We could look at my numbers here, and they're not great. Well, of course, now it wants me to log in again. All right, here we go. After our record day, we had that record day on, what day was it? Wednesday? Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had that record day where we sold that $500 die-cast toy. If you caught that one, there's a video on the channel if you missed that one. Sold that $500 deal, and that sort of seemed to spur the day on. We ended up with like 14 sales, and then somebody that hadn't paid for an auction, unpaid item, case closed because they paid overnight. So really, we ended up with 15 things on Tuesday for over $800 gross. It was the best weekday that we've had, really best single day probably that we've had. And after that, it's good that we had that, because after that, it's been dead. The very next day, we sold, I think it was 2 things for $73.62 gross. That was on Wednesday. Thursday, $94.88, but I think like $75 of that or something was one sale, was a pair of shoes. So that wasn't a good day. Friday, 116, so a little better, but again, only a couple of packages. Yesterday, didn't sell a single thing all day long, nothing. The last thing to sell Friday was, I took them down. They're over here. Last thing to sell on Friday, right here. These Oreos sold on Friday while we were at the gym for all of $11, I think, and 97 cents. So not great, right? And that was like 6 o'clock, I think, 6:30, maybe 6:30 on Friday night, and that was it. And then we went radio silence. So it's been weird. There's very, very few days where we don't sell at least one thing, right? We usually sell something. I don't think we've had a Saturday in the last year where we sold nothing. Really, really weird. But you know what? It worked out. It was a nice day, frankly. Got up and went. There was one sale. Went sourcing. Hey, it's Emily Conway. Happy. Thanks for stopping in. This is just a random another live what sold, and I don't have much that sold. As we were talking about on my Saturday, I didn't sell a single thing. Went and Saturday morning got up, and there was a sale about 4 miles from my house. Really the only thing going on. So went down there, and I was about 10 minutes late. And it sounds like people were, don't be those people that knock on doors. I was talking with this nice lady, this older lady that's moving. She's trying to downsize because she sold the house. They're doing a walkthrough. She had to get rid of all the stuff. That's why they're doing a sale. And the sale started at 8 o'clock. She had people knocking on her door at 20 to 8, literally knocking on the woman's door. Don't do that. That's ridiculous. Dave definitely gives people that, I mean, it gives people that go to these sales a bad name. So Emily Conway going to do a what sold tomorrow, most likely, because this past week with the TNT. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to watching that. I've picked up a few, sold a few. I've looked up some when I found others, and I know they can sell. I've sold the sewer, what is it? The vehicle. It's not the party van, I think. It's the other one. They have a couple of them. And if all the parts and pieces are there. That thing sells really well. It's got like the little spring loaded thing that opens the door. A lot of times that doesn't work, or it's missing the little cannon on top. Yeah, the party van it can do well. It's kind of a pain to ship just because it's bulky. Not heavy, but it's just kind of big. So yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to watch that. For the three people that are in here. Go and go and watch Emily Conway's channel. She's fantastic. She's much more creative than I am. Emily actually did the intro to our videos. Her and her husband. So super cool. Yeah, I'm glad you were doing okay with those turtles collectibles. I imagine you are. I just nothing happening. But Saturday was nice though, because I went and hit that one sale. Like I said, don't be those people that knock on doors a half hour before the thing starts to ask if they can. That's ridiculous. And I've seen it before. I've been there and I've seen it. Stupid. I picked up just a couple of things from there. There wasn't much. I picked up. They're called Spurtles. Apparently, Spurtle. I got 2 sets of those. It's like a bamboo. It's I got to put away, or I'd show you. It's basically kitchen utensils. It's like a spatula and a spoon put together. They're made by a company owned by Martha Stewart, and it seems like they do okay. They're about $20. It's like I put them up at $19.99. They're not bad. I got them each for $1. Got a salt and pepper shaker shaped like boots. I think I put it up for like $9.99. It's not much. Little Pampered Chef thing that's the same. Really the best thing I got out of there was a 1980s avocado green crock pot. Actually, I have it. It's right here. These things sell well, believe it or not. It's just a little, I think it's like 3 quarts or something. Just a small little guy. She gave it to me for $1. They sell for about $20 plus shipping. They'd sell for more, but the shipping is a lot because these things I weighed this thing out. It's like 8.5 pounds on its own, and then you're gonna have to box it and pack it. So yeah, these things sell well. This ugly green, just not for a ton because people have to pay for the shipping. So we got that. So that's all we got. Hey, Bluegrass. I'm actually I'm gonna do what's sold. And then I was at Walmart today, and I found this guy from 2018. I was just walking by, and it caught my eye, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, did I see 2018? And I did. So I grabbed it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not positive, but there might be something in here. So I grabbed it. Yeah, your boost. I bet that avocado green thing would sell, man. Like people love that weird colored that is very clearly old, right? So, yeah, picked up that crock pot. It was $1. It sells pretty regular at $19.99 plus shipping. You could probably sell it more locally, just because I put it on there for calculated shipping at like $10 or 10 pounds. I mean, because once I box it up, it's going to be 10 or 11 pounds easily. So you could get more for it if you don't have to worry about the shipping. But yeah, plugged in, it works great. I mean, it's super simple. It's high, low, and off. That's all there is. So yeah, keep an eye out for those crock pots. Apparently the sell-through is pretty strong. So I don't know. Yesterday we had absolutely 0 sales. I hope you guys did better than I did. I had squat, and we only sold 5 things on Friday. So super slow, but I took advantage. We went out and did that one sourcing thing, but came back, made a nice breakfast, and kind of hung out, watched a couple of videos. Bluegrass, I watched your latest video too on Saturday. Caught that. And then I did some housework, picked up in the kitchen. Hey, Mark. Yeah, it was dead. I actually talked with my buddy Jeff, and he said he had no sales yesterday either. And he sells on multiple platforms. So I mean, it's Valentine's Day weekend. People still worrying about taxes. People still paying credit card bills from the holidays. So I think it's just that we're just in a slump. But it was weird not to have any sales on a Saturday. Just took advantage. I got a lot of things posted. I'm trying to do better about getting to the gym. And so we did get to the gym yesterday. And what I did was I took a bunch of pictures And so I had all of those ready. I had a couple listings started with the text in there. I do pretty much everything on my phone anyway. And went to the gym. I had all those pictures and decided to do the bike yesterday, the recumbent bike. I think I did just over 14 miles. We did it for like 65 minutes, I think is what I was on it. Hey Cajun, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in, man. That's cool. I'm glad we got 6 people and a couple thumbs up, so that's awesome. 7. Yeah, when I took a whole bunch of pictures. I think I had pictures for like 15 things and just posted while I was on the bike. Helped pass the time a little bit, and I was multitasking, right? So we posted I think 14, 15 things while I was on the bike at the gym. Obviously can't do that while you're running or whatever, but I suppose if you're on the stair climber or something like that, you could probably do that too. So that was one way I found that I was like, you know what, I really want to list a bunch of stuff, but I got to get to the gym. So it worked out. I posted a whole bunch of stuff, and now I looked at it, we're at 808 active listings right now. Um, Only because I never passed 800 before, but it's only because nobody's buying anything. Usually, I'm just catching up. I usually sit between 750, 775, right in that ballpark. Um, because I list things as people things sell. It basically keeps pace, and I've been getting ahead of that pace because nobody's buying anything. So we're now up past 800 for the first time in the store, which is cool, but it's a bummer that it happened because nobody's buying a thing. Harry, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. You were around last week too, I believe. So that's cool. We might just make this a weekly Sunday, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I turn this thing on as I pack things up and we just chat. If I don't think anybody else is doing anything. I know there's not a lot of people on, but it's kind of fun. Um, we could, I guess we could go over the few things that I sold over the last 2 days. We do have a long weekend, so because there's no mail tomorrow, so that'll help get those numbers up when I go to the post office. The last time I went, when I only had a couple packages, the lady was giving me a hard time. She said, "Aren't you the one that usually comes in with the duffel bag?" Yeah, I didn't. I didn't have the duffel bag. I already mentioned these things. Sold these yesterday, or sold these Friday while we were at the gym. Picked them up a while ago. I actually have sold through now all of the different limited edition Oreos that I picked up. There's some Baskin Robbins that picked up and sold. I don't remember the other ones. This was the last one I had of these maple cream. Didn't sell for much. It was like $12, but I had coupon that got these for me for nothing. So make a couple bucks off of them after shipping. This Kevin Garnett jersey. I put this up for auction just because it looked like at auction they did well, or at least they sold. They didn't sell for a lot, but I actually sold this twice. I sold this thing last week, and the people didn't pay. Guy wrote me a message and said, "My son used my account without my permission. Please cancel." Okay. It was like $31. We sold it for 30. I picked this up at one of our local thrift stores. Got half off, so I think it was $4 because I think it was tagged $8, which is a great deal for a stitched jersey. So yeah, Kevin Garnett stitched Celtics jersey going out the door. It was $29.99 plus shipping. So we made a little bit. I'm waiting on payment on this guy, Tyrion Lannister. Somebody sent me an offer today. I accepted for $11.50. I think I had him up for 12 something. So we're not going to make much off of this guy, but I got him in a bundle deal, so we'll make like $5. So that's all right. This one sold for I think 10. How much did this guy sell for? Because we got another one of these Funko Pops. This one's super cheap because Funko Pops are all about the condition, and there's a little bit of scuffing on the corner here and down here. And this isn't a super desirable one anyway, but then once it got banged up, it's just not great. This was in a bulk deal where I got 15 or 16 of them for like $30. And there were some high value ones in there. I already sold those off. I think we're down to 2 or 3 left of these is all. So this guy going out from Tokyo Ghoul, it was $9.49 free shipping. So not much there, but it's a sale. And considering the weekend, I'm happy with that. Just sold this this morning. We sold 2 things today. I got to lint roll this thing. Well, no, it's not too bad. Thought it picked up some hair. Black stuff picks up hair super easy. Um, Motor City, Detroit Pistons. Picked this thing up. This was in a deal where I um, got a whole bunch of stuff from another guy that was getting out of reselling. Went through and basically picked all of his stuff and cherry picked all the stuff that I liked or that was the best stuff. This was one of them. I paid $200 for the whole pile. And I haven't done the numbers, but we've made our money back off of that now. I actually still have a couple things to list from that. I created a little baby death pile out of that because I have it set separate. But this sold for $19.99 plus shipping, so that's a nice sale. Harry, is that a mountain lion? Yeah, it is. That's my. I can move this. It's hanging here. You can actually see it a little bit better. Yeah, that's my mountain lion. My uncle actually trapped that on accident. He was a trapper. Didn't intend to be trapping mountain lions, but wound up catching that in his trap. Called Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, and they told him that was fine. Go ahead and do what you want to do with it. And this was years and years ago. I mean, let's see. He had that thing when I was a kid. 30. I bet this was like 40, 50 years ago. I bet it was 50 years ago. Because he's not around anymore, actually. So that was one thing when we were little kids. That was we used to go over there pretty regularly, and all the cousins and stuff would be over at the house. And that was the thing when we were little. When you're 6, 7, 8 years old, it was hanging on his spare bedroom wall, and of course the lights are off when we go over there. And it was always you go in and touch it. No, you go in and touch it. And so you'd have to go in and like touch the tooth or whatever, right? And you were really brave if you touched the eyeball, right? So yeah, that was hanging in my uncle's place. And when he passed away, that was the one thing that I asked my grandfather. I said I would really appreciate if I could have that. And he agreed. So that's been traveling around the country with me, a couple states now. And yeah, that was Uncle Johnny's, and that is a cool memory. I really like going over there. There's a lot of different memories associated with that guy. So he hangs out here in my shop, so that he's always out here when I'm out here. But yeah, that thing's awesome. Yeah, I don't know where it was now. You lost Harry. You got me all verklempt. Let's see what else we sold. I don't remember what that jersey. Actually, they're going to have to pay. I don't know where that actually. This sold through the global shipping program. I'm not sure actually where they're. Let's see, AU. So Australia, I think, is because the last numbers on that big long number that they give you, the reference number. It starts with OREUSA, and then it has a big long number. The last two on there are typically it designates the country. Like I sold something that $500 toy we sold the other day. That was NO. That went to Norway. This is AU. So I'm thinking it's Australia is where this is going. So that's pretty cool. And that's one nice thing is the global shipping program. Super easy. And they can bid on your stuff, even in auctions. Not sure what else okay, so this guy sold the off-brand Yodas. I still have a few of these, or no brand Yodas. They look kind of creepy, but they're not as creepy as some of the off-brand Yodas. They're actually kind of cute in their own little creepy baby Yoda way. So I'm working on. I've priced these things to move so that we can get them out before Disney comes after me. We're actually giving some of them as gifts to people, but little baby Yoda sold for $18.99 free shipping. So we make a couple bucks off of him. And then these guys, I picked these up. Mark was there when I picked these up, actually. This is one of those know your logos. I picked these up on what day did they sell? They sold on the 14th, which was what Sunday 15. On Friday, I picked these up on Thursday. Know your logo, guys. That's the Kobe Bryant logo for shoes. You might just see the swoosh and think, oh, it's just another pair of Nikes. These are the Kobe's. So these are the Nike Zoom Kobe 9s. These are good shoes, and it's a cool colorway. Obviously, Kobe stuff fairly in demand right now. Paid up for these only because there were none available in this size. These are 9. There's actually not that many available at all. And this is the one. It's got the signature on the side. So this is one that people want. I paid $30 for these, but I was pretty sure that they would sell. So I picked them up on Thursday. I got an offer. I paid 30, and these are banged up. I mean, quite honestly, if these were just an average shoe, I probably wouldn't have picked them up. I don't know if the camera's how well it picks it up, but I mean, there's scuffing here. There's a little bit of pilling here. There's scrapes on the side. You see, like on the signature, it's scraped. On this one, I think this is the worst one, right there on the top. But just took pictures of them and said, look, they're used and they show signs of use. But in general, I mean, people are going to be wearing pants or whatever, right? And it's going to come down here and you're not going to see it anyway. People just want to have the shoes. And guy sent me an offer of $58 plus priority shipping. I had it set at like 65 or $68, not super high. Because I will sell Kobe stuff if I find it, but I'm not going to try and sell it for 30 grand. Right. I mean, that's stupid. So I found them. I thought, you know what, somebody's going to want these. And the guy sent me an offer of $58, which considering the condition is fair. So these are going out for 58 plus he paid like $11 in shipping or something like that. So sold the Kobe's. Can we not promote an auction? You mean like through the eBay promotion program? I don't think so. I don't think they let you promote auctions. I'm trying to think if I've ever been able. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been able to promote an auction, which is weird. You'd think you'd be able to. So I guess the only way you can see auctions is sorting by the price, right? And you can sort specifically by auction or buy it now. But yeah, I don't think you can promote auctions, which is a bummer. Yeah, so sold the Kobe 9s, $58. We'll make about $20 off of them, so not bad. And we made it in less than a day. So I'll promote through Facebook. You can promote it certainly here in the channel or something, man. Like if you want to promote it on here, but I just mean on eBay. I don't think they let you like do their promotions program. You can promote anything you want in here, brother. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if it'll let you post the link, but if you like type in the title, if people are interested, they can certainly go look at it. I got zero problem with that. This is the thing that we sold today. Somebody sent me an offer. I got this for $1 at a garage sale this summer. It's pretty unique. This is patterned after Pink, the singer. These frogs actually are pretty desirable. Some of them are fairly collectible. I think people collect these. They're all different colors. There's different themes. It's weird, right? But everybody has their thing. You press the foot. I don't know if they're going to ding us for this thing. Copyright. Look at that motion is super in like. I don't know, man. We'll stop it before I get a copyright strike. Yeah, I don't know. So the pink frog sold. I had it up for like 25 plus shipping. Lady sent me an offer of 20. She actually said, hey, I'll pay more if you can promise it to me by Wednesday. I was okay with 20. It's been sitting for a little bit. So I sent her a message back and said, look, I'm okay with 20. I'll do the 20, but I cannot promise you it's going to be there by Wednesday because we don't have any mail tomorrow. Now, if she's in, was it San Bernardino? She's somewhere in California. So odds of it getting from me to California, that stuff tends to get there pretty quickly, especially if it's priority. But I told her I can't promise it just because it's not going to go out till Tuesday. So odds are it's going to get there Wednesday or Thursday, maybe. She wants to give it away give it as a birthday present. And you know what? It's like I said, it's been sitting for a while. So I'll go ahead and do that. I had a couple of watchers on it, but it gave her a $5 discount. It was already on sale, but no big deal. So the pink frog, there's actually, if you see on the back, they had other like hip hop frogs. Some of them, I think it's which one is it? I think it's the black and red one is actually pretty high value. Those are some of the different ones in this line, like the hip hop line, but they have all sorts of them. Some of them are actually super valuable, but this is the sort of stuff you'll see at garage sales that it's just sitting at the table. They don't see much value. It's been sitting around the house and it's not new, but it's still attached to um, the original box. So people can give this as a gift because it's in the original box. So this is pretty cool. Cost me $1 and it's going out for 20 plus shipping. So Pink Frog is, well, now she doesn't want to go. There she goes. Yep. All right. Thanks, Pink. And that's all I sold. Literally. That's it. So I don't have a whole lot to pack up. And I don't pack that stuff up, but especially with Bluegrass Picker in here, I should probably go through this sports cards box. We got to look at the sports games. This is I picked this up at Walmart today. It's Panini. It's playoffs. There's 8 cards per pack, 7 packs per box. But it's 2018. So I grabbed it. It happened to be sitting there with the rest of them all dusty. And I thought, you know what? This is the class that had had Lamar, had Mahomes. There's some I mean, who knows? All of this is roll of the dice, but there's a chance it says it's got rookie autographs in here. So we'll see. Bluegrass Picker probably already bought all these up a year ago. I'm just now learning. I'm trying to learn some of the card stuff, and I only learn by doing. So I figure, you know what? We might as well grab a box of these, and I'll look at it. I've actually picked up a couple of randomly here and there. Like this one is actually a Hardman Jr. Rookie wave card. I put it in a baggie so it didn't get dusty. I got that guy. He's worth a couple bucks, I think. I picked up some stuff here and there. Hey, look, see right there? There's a Mahomes. That's just a base card, but that's a Don Rush 2019. We got a DK Metcalf rookie, Deebo Samuel rookie. That's okay. That's like a canvas card. I don't know if he's going to do anything, but picked up the other day a Easton Stick from the Chargers. So ended up with one of his relic cards. So that's kind of cool if he ends up doing anything. And then we've got a Deontay Johnson rookie phenom also with the material patch in there. I don't think those are anything super desirable, but it's kind of cool to have them, and we'll wait and watch and see if they do anything. Baker, yeah, that was Baker's rookie year too. So we'll see. I mean, let's open it up and see if there's anything in here. It was worth taking a shot on anyway. Bluegrass, when you're doing cards, the base card, for the most part, my guess is base cards aren't worth anything, right? Like, or I see them selling for like 99 cents free shipping, which is crazy. I don't see how they can do that and make any kind of money. So I do see some of these cards selling, but they all sell for free shipping and they sell for hardly anything. So we'll see. So here's our 2018 cards. We'll see what we got. And they all got this kid reporter thing in here. All right. I got a bad setup for cards. We got Clay Matthews. We got a Luke Kuechly in there. Blake Bortles. Chris Hogan. Cameron Brate. I don't know him with the Bucks. Janoris Jenkins. Here's a rookie wave. Sam Darnold. So we got a Sam Darnold rookie in there. And it's a, what do you call that? Hologram? Refractor? I'm still learning the words. So, I don't know. Maybe he's something, huh? So, not much there. Lot the base cards. Do you lot them, Bluegrass? Do you lot them in like just here's a 2019 lot, or do you lot them by team and do like a team lot and that sort of thing? There's a Jarvis Landry, Patrick Peterson, Chris Harris, Here's Cooper Cup. We like Cooper Cup around these parts. He was Eastern Washington, plays in Big Sky Conference with like Montana, Montana State, all that sort of thing. So a lot of Cooper Cup fans here, and that guy's good. He runs routes. He's fast. Cooper Cup is awesome. Alshon Jeffrey. We got Mike Evans. Oh, here we got a little bit of Robert Woods. A kickoff. It's a little bit of a different one. Not sure on that one. And then we got a Marcus Davenport rookie card. He's with the Saints. I don't know if that's honestly worth much, but it's always good to have rookie cards, right? We'll see. Bluegrass knows all about this stuff. I'm learning, and I can only learn by doing. So rolling the dice, we'll see what we get here. We got AJ McCarron, Lamar Miller. These are all base cards mostly so far. Jared Goff. We got a Paul Perkins, Chris Thompson with the Redskins. There's a Bruce Irvin. That guy is awesome. I like him. Oh, we got something different here. We got an Aaron Rodgers Air Command. I don't know what the Air Command is other than it's just like a hologram card. A little bit different. So that one's kind of cool. So we'll set that one aside as being a little different. And a Bradley Chubb rookie card. That's not bad. Got a Bradley Chubb rookie. And Kid Reporter. So we're halfway through. We don't have our any relic or autograph or anything like that yet. Let's see what's in this one. All right, Devontae Booker, Michael Crabtree with the Ravens, Randall Cobb. So that was pre-Dallas Cowboys, Randall Cobb. Kenyon Drake. There's a Jimmy Garoppolo, Julian Edelman. We got a Lightning and Thunder and Lightning, Bruce Irvin and Earl Thomas, and Mark Andrews rookie card. He's a tight end with the Ravens. I think he's going to be pretty good. So far, we got a couple of rookie cards in here. It will say refractor under the number on back. See, I learned a lot of stuff from Bluegrass Picker. If y'all don't follow him, go and follow Bluegrass Picker's channel. The man is supremely talented in both reselling and on musical instruments. Another Kid Reporter thing. So it'll say on the back, huh? Let's look. So we got this Rookie Wave Jets. That's just number 11. That's the Sam Darnold. Robert Woods. Yeah, none of them say refractor, so that makes them a hologram, right? The hologram card. And they're not numbered as far as like 10 out of 99 or whatever. I know those are obviously better. All right, we got Torrey Smith, Malik Hooker, Carlos Hyde, Deshaun Jackson, Jonathan Stewart. There's a Todd Gurley. All right, here's another rookie wave. We've got Anthony Miller. That one's not bad. So we got an Anthony Miller rookie, and well, there you could, I guess, lot those together because we got a Anthony Miller rookie wave and an Anthony Miller just straight up rookie card. So my guess is you could probably pair those together. Is that true, Bluegrass? To probably get a little bit of extra money out of that. I don't know what any of these are worth, to be honest. I do like Anthony Miller. I grew up kind of enjoying the Bears. My grandfather, my dad's side of the family's from Texas, and he pretty much informed me at one point that I needed to start rooting for the Cowboys if I wanted to come over for Thanksgiving. And I liked going over for Thanksgiving. I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan ever since, but I have a soft spot in my heart for the Bears. I do. Larry Fitzgerald, I love that guy. Larry Fitzgerald is, just a card, basic, right? Just a base card. But this guy should be an example for everybody in life. certainly in the reselling world. Right. Larry Fitzgerald is a guy that was a number one receiver. This guy was, and his dad is awesome too. His dad's actually a sports writer, got to cover him at the Super Bowl, which is, I mean, how cool is that? Um, Larry Fitzgerald is a guy that has completely reinvented his game. He is a guy that was the number one receiver. He was the best player on the team. He was that A1 guy, right? Um, he's getting older. He's getting slower. He's still better than most of them out there, but he's not where he was. And the team's needs changed and his abilities changed. And so rather than fighting for it, the team says, you know what? We can't use you then. And he goes and tries to struggle through somewhere else on a bad team. Larry said, you know what? I love where I am. I'm going to reinvent myself. And this guy, he's now become like a possession receiver, big play receiver. He goes across, goes in the slot. He completely changed his game in order to stay with the team he was with and to make himself valuable. And he recognized that, you know what, they're right. I've lost a little bit, and so I absolutely love Larry Fitzgerald just for his attitude. He doesn't have that diva mentality. He doesn't have any other drive than to be successful for his team. And so I absolutely love that dude. That dude's awesome. What else we got? We got Emmanuel Sanders. We got Justin. We got a kicker, Justin Tucker. He is a good kicker. Mike Williams, Jesse James. That touchdown should have counted by Jesse James. James White. There's an Eli Manning, Air Command. I wonder if Eli stuff's going to be worth anything with him being done now. That's a cool card. A little bit of a hologram there. And then we got Dalton Schultz, tight end with the Cowboys. He's a rookie. Did he even? I don't even know if he's still there, honestly. I'm a Cowboys guy. That guy, especially with our main man coming back out of the booth, I love watching that guy on the field, but he was terrible in the booth, Jason Witten. Ah, man, this is our last one. We don't have an autograph or anything yet. It's kind of a bummer. Nope. Doesn't look like we got a winner here. Geno Atkins, Sammy Watkins. There you go. There's your Kansas City Chief right there. Case. Oh, okay, I got a Case Keenum, so I'm happy now. I'll tell you the Case Keenum story here in a minute. Jameis Winston, Sterling Shepard, Josh Doxson. There's a Jordan Wilkins rookie card. He's with the Colts. So we've got another rookie card in there. Rasheem Green, defensive end. That's a rookie card. So we did not get any, unfortunately. Yep, that's empty. We got nothing out of that one. No rookie autographs. We got hosed by Panini on that one. But it was kind of fun looking through, to be honest with you. And we got a couple of rookie cards out of there. That'll do. I mean, it'll be okay. And I'll learn about lotting these things together, that sort of thing. Yeah, you know what, Emily? We're following you. We're tracking you. It was worth grabbing these just to look into. Let me throw these over there. Yeah, Case Keenum. This guy, his parents, when we were in Texas, I covered this guy in high school when he was in Texas. I actually covered him for 3 years of high school football at a little school in Texas, Wiley High School. Won the state championship. That team was an incredible team. It was that consummate overachieving team. They went into the playoffs, I think, with 2 losses. They beat the number 9 and 10 teams in the state, and then they beat in the championship the number 1 team in the state. They won that game. He converted 2 long fourth downs in the last 2 minutes of the game, 3 minutes of the game, last possession. One of them a long, like a 15, 20-yard scramble on 4th down. That guy converted, just willed his team to win. It was phenomenal. They ended up winning on a field goal as time expired. So really cool to watch this kid. Fantastic young man, fantastic family. His sisters used to babysit my daughter when she was little. Case Keenum. When she was a baby, they would babysit. His dad was a college quarterback or college coach. I mean, he's going to sit out here in the shop. Um, his dad was a coach. Also worked when he retired. He retired from coaching to work for FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Really, really fantastic family. We used to go to church with the Keenums and with their folks. Actually, his mom and dad were they might have been the first ones at the hospital when my daughter was born. When we were down in Texas. So really cool family and good connection to the Keenums and just good people. So that's cool actually to pull out his card. That was when he was with the Broncos. He's now with the Redskins as quarterback there. He's sort of that consummate journeyman, a lot of times backup, but only got a scholarship offer from one college coming out of high school, and went to the University of Houston. And all he did, despite having one scholarship offer, people said he was too short. He set the NCAA passing record. He's the guy just consistently overachieves and a just a salt of the earth type of guy. I remember watching on Hard Knocks when they were featuring him when he was with Jared Goff, Jeff Fisher. That guy ruins quarterbacks. Um, he overthrew one of his receivers in practice, and they had him mic'd up, and it was just a bad throw. And the guy turned around to go get it. He goes, "No, no." I think he said "dad gum." He threw that Texas in there. He says, "You don't go after that when I threw it that poorly. I'll go get it." And he went and ran and picked up the overthrown ball, which was. And now my mother is now texting me. Um, Hi, mom. She's watching apparently. Um, yeah, the fact that he's an NFL quarterback and he overthrew his guy in practice and told his receiver, "No, you don't go get that. I'll go get that." And he ran and went and got the ball in practice. I just thought, you know what, that's that kid. That's that kid that I covered in high school. Really, really cool, really smart kid. Um, I remember the covering him in that state championship game and him winning that, but I also remember just a regular playoff game during his or regular season game, sophomore or junior year, handed it off to his running back on the goal line on a fourth down, fourth and goal. I think they were probably at the one because it was right up on the goal line. Gave it to his little receiver, came running across, and the handoff, and he just ran into a pile. He was going nowhere. Um, and so instead of trying to get behind him and push him or try to find a way to get his guy in the end zone, he came up behind him, pulled the ball out of his guy's hands, and then jogged around the end like nobody knew it was coming. So he had the ball, jogged around the end of the pile into the end zone. I've not seen that from a kid that young to be that aware and realize what was going on. Realize that kid's never going to make it in the end zone. I can make it in the end zone. Um, that was cool watching him do that. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Case and just his attitude and the idea that, you know what, he's bounced from team to team to team and he keeps going. Like he just keeps chasing his dream, which is awesome. So that's my Case Keenum story. Love the Keenums. They're fantastic people, like I said. Bluegrass, you have an out of 49 number card, Case Keenum. That's awesome. Yeah, I've like I said, I haven't talked with them for a while. We're on the Christmas card list still. So we get Christmas cards from the Keenums. It was kind of cool getting he was the one you recall had that long pass to Diggs, that miracle win at the end. I think the picture on the Christmas card that year was from on the field after that game, actually, with his family. So very, very cool. So didn't really get anything in these, but we'll lot a bunch of teams together eventually. And I'll try to follow the bluegrass picker method. Panini Select. Yeah, I know Panini's the one to go after, right? I didn't know that we would get any autographs or anything in this, but I thought, you know what? From 2018, I'm gonna roll the dice and gamble, see if we can't get one of those, like you said, Baker Mayfield or Mahomes or Lamar or one of those guys. Didn't happen, but it was worth going after, right? It's kind of fun. Um, I might as well box some stuff up now. I mean, that's what I was going to do, right? And we're just hanging and talking. I know that's not super exciting, but this is a box that'll fit my hat, so that's what we're going to do. So I don't know. What do you guys, Emily? You did you do well with? Did you get a bunch of the turtles up this weekend? Because I'm guessing if you did, you probably did really well. I guess you did. You said you're doing some what sold, so I'm just going to cut some bubble wrap here. Hat doesn't need any protection. I don't have any bags sitting right here, so I'm just going to, I just do this so it doesn't hit the box and rub on the box is all. Just like that. And then I can put my sticker. I'm actually almost out of my stickers. This is all that I got left of my thank you stickers. But I did order from eBay some of those pre-printed thank you cards. I hadn't used my coupon for the store for the quarter yet, so I got like 400 thank you cards from eBay, which I don't like as much, but it saved me buying stickers, and it'll work for now. And then I'll find some stickers that I like. Those ones aren't around anymore, so I got to find some new ones that I like. 9 ounces on this guy. You can sell most hats once you put them in a box, please. If you sell hats, don't put hats in a poly mailer. It's not good. They'll get smashed up. And this was a good hat. So, and I mean, they're paying $20 for this thing. It should get to them in one piece and like it was in the picture, right? So put it in a box, please. 8x6x6 is perfect. Sometimes an 8x6x4 will fit the hats. If it's not going to smash, if you don't have to smash them in there, but a lot of times the 8x6x6, I get these from Staples, and they work perfectly. So 9 ounces on that guy. It's not going to cost more than, I guess it depends on where it's going, but typically it's going to be about $4 ballpark. I got to learn all the new prices now that all the prices went up, but he actually paid shipping on this, so that's not going to be a problem. A lot of my hats, and I had 9 ounces guessed, so a lot of my hats I actually do free shipping. $4.32 for a 9 ounce hat. This one going to Georgia. So we're going to open the label, and we're going to print this thing out. Emily, I saw you commented there, and then I walked away. Come back though. We didn't have any international sales to save us this weekend either, other than the one global shipping going to Australia. Honestly, couldn't handle all the happenings. I did about 4 items. Oh, were you getting people messaging you? Tons more. Selling the best ones first, though. Man, you're taking a break from turtles to list shirts. That's hilarious. I don't like listing clothes. I like selling t-shirts, actually. I just don't like listing them. So let's box up. Let's package up Kevin Garnett. That's going to be really easy. That's the one of the reasons I like selling shirts. They're ridiculously easy to ship. All they do, I've got these. I get these with my coupon too. These little eBay mailers. And I buy these. I don't have a description or anything on this yet. I'll put it on there later. But I went through and put links to affiliate links to the stuff that I use, like these clear bags. These are really good bags and super affordable. So a little bit later on this video, or on the last couple, I put it on the last couple, I do have a couple of affiliate links to Amazon for some of the shipping tools and items that I use. Bubble wrap. I actually ordered some bubble wrap from them a couple days ago because I was running low. And I ordered 4. They didn't all get here, but 2 of them got here in like 2 days. And it's not a necessary. I don't think it's a Prime thing. Actually, I think it got here next day. Truth be told, for some reason they got separated, and so 2 of them didn't make it. But I got 2 of them, so we'll make it through just fine. The bubble wrap's actually gone up. You used to be able to get like 700 feet for $17 from these folks. Now it's like 21, 22, something like that. So it's still a good deal when you figure out per foot. It doesn't cost you anything. Kevin Garnett's going to cost me. He's square at 9 ounces. Actually, no, he just ticked up as I walked away to 9.1. So we'll go 10 ounces. That's fine. Oh, actually, all right. It's going in a padded flat rate. That'll show me not looking. So it's just going to get some extra packaging. And they're paying for shipping, so we're definitely going to do it as it's supposed to. So this will go in a padded. If you're not using global shipping, you ought to be. It's ridiculously easy. Emily, yeah, a lot of people begging to see all the turtles before anyone else. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get, like, all of that stuff is super collectible, especially if it's in great shape. Even, like, I saw you had some paper, like the books and stuff. All of that is really good, too. And I know, like, there's going to be a tendency to, like, I just want all this gone. And there's some value to that. But don't lot everything up. I would recommend don't lot everything up just to get rid of it, because a lot of that stuff, you're going to make more money if you're willing to take the time and part it out. Like, it's going to take longer, obviously, but that stuff's absolutely going to sell. That stuff's not going to sit around. You'll have your oddballs that are just like the cards, right? The base turtles. They're going to hang around. But a lot of that stuff is going to go really quickly. And on some of that stuff, if you price high and you're getting a lot of watchers, like, that might be something worth, you price it high, you see if anybody's willing to pay the high. And then at some point, if you pick up 10, 12 watchers, put that thing at auction and let those guys fight over it. Put it at a price that you're going to be happy with starting. But you might get 2 or 3 guys that are willing to pay up for it because that's the one piece they need to finish their collection, whatever. Some of that stuff may be good auction fodder. Oh, I got to show you. Every single turtle has all. Yeah, and that's the thing. All the weapons, those always get lost. Bluegrass pick. Yeah, keep talking. I'm talking, man. I can talk. I got no problem talking. Do you sell simple export to anywhere? I do. I sell bluegrass. I sell simple export to everywhere. I've shipped all over the world. I actually want to put together a map and start marking down the different places that I've shipped to. Recently, I've shipped to the Russian Federation twice. So we've got a couple of those now, that's a kind of cool ship to place. I can't remember the name. We shipped to one little itty bitty country off somewhere in the Mediterranean. I think it's a city state. And now I can't remember where it was, but that was one of the more unique places that we've shipped to. I'd have to look it up. I cannot remember the name of it now. That's one of those oil rich little itty bitty countries. Yeah, I ship all over the world, and I started that. I'm going to put Baby Yoda in a padded flat rate. Let me go grab. Yep, I got to grab an envelope. Right back, guys. Yeah, I found this. How cool is this? I got 2 of these. I walked past it, so I thought, why not, right? How cool is that? See, you guys listening had no idea what just happened. You're going to have to watch back now. Yeah, I cannot remember where that went to. Yeah, we've been doing. I'd have to look back. I bet it's 6 or 8 months we've been doing global shipping now, or not. I've been doing the global shipping program for quite a while. If you're not doing that on eBay, if you're worried about shipping internationally, pick up the global shipping program. That's done through eBay. And the way it's set up is all you have to do is ship to it's Erlanger, Kentucky is where it is. All you have to do. So that thing that I'm sending to Australia, all I have to do is send it to Kentucky, actually, in that envelope. It gets to a big warehouse, essentially. It's an eBay facility in Kentucky. I think they repackage some things. Some things they don't. I don't exactly know how that works, but I do know that they repackage some things. And then they ship it on. The customer pays the global shipping program. They pay eBay all the duty fees and all of that. And so there's no fees that they have to worry about. I know a lot of them will. It's high, especially for like folks in Canada hate it because it is very high. They don't do the for anything that you send to another country, it's based on what it is and what the declared value is for how much that customer has to pay essentially to get it out of getting it out of Hawk. Essentially, they got to pay to get it from their postal service. That's based on the value and what it is. So that's why sometimes you'll get people, if you ship direct international, they will say, "Hey, can you say this is?" I had one guy at one time. Asked me if I would say that it was spare rubber replacement parts or something with a declared value of $20 because they know their system. They know how much that's going to cost them, and they won't have to pay the amount that they should. Don't do that. If they ask you to do that, say no. That's fraud, brother. Don't do that. So that's kind of annoying to have to deal with. But through the global shipping program, what they do is to make it easy for them and more streamlined. What eBay does is they charge everyone, as far as I understand, they charge them a flat rate. It's like us sending a medium flat rate box, right? They charge everybody an average that buys through the global shipping program. So for people that are buying a stereo, that's a great deal. Or somebody buying art or whatever, something high value. That's a great deal for them because they're actually paying less than they would ordinarily. But for somebody buying a pair of running shorts, for example, they don't want to pay. They're paying way more than they would. Or some things, if it's a low enough valuation, people don't have to pay any customs at all in some countries. So if they bought it directly, they might not have to pay anything at all. But through eBay, they're having to pay $40, whatever it is. So there's a lot of especially in Canada, people don't like the global shipping program, and I can't blame them. So once I started doing direct international sales, all of our international sales went way up. Emily, I bet you're gonna sell some of those turtles, some of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I bet some of those go global shipping. There's a lot of the stuff that I've sold through globals, like that thing last week, that die-cast excavator. That's a collectible more than it's a toy. Just like those turtles are collectibles. There's a lot of higher end collectibles that get sold, I think, through global shipping. I've sold some more rare tennis shoes through global shipping and stuff too. So the more rare stuff, I think that does well through the global shipping program. But for people that are worried about international shipping, it's a no-brainer to turn that on. And eBay takes care of everything. If you have any problems with the customer, as long as you get it to Kentucky, as far as mailing, your job's done. All you have to do is get it to Kentucky. So that makes it easy too. And then if eBay, say the package gets lost at some point, as long as you got it to Kentucky and eBay screwed up or the postal service screwed up after that point, getting it to the customer, then eBay's on the hook for that. And what they'll do, sometimes it sounds like sometimes it's a pain, but ultimately, typically they will refund the customer and they will refund you, and you don't have to do anything. So that's a win-win. I gotta send let's see, this Funko Pop is paid, the other guy hasn't. I gotta grab a box. Selling Funko Pops, 8x6x4s. I have an affiliate link under my recent videos, and I will have one under this one. 8x6x4 from the Boxery is a fantastic box for shipping Funko Pops. You wrap a little bit of bubble on it, and it fits perfectly. And I have not had, I bet we've sold a couple hundred Funkos this year. Haven't had a single complaint about Funkos getting damaged in shipping. So let me go over here and wrap this up real quick. It just takes like 2 to 3 wraps. It all depends on the thickness of your bubble, but between 2 and 3, depending on the brand. There you go. And I put the plastic side where you can see through to see his face, put it down, because typically they're going to have, I mean, these things, these things get thrown around the back of the truck, but typically the address is going to be on the top, right? So they can see it. Or they'll set things on top of it. You put this down. This is the most smashable part. So put it on the bottom. It's more protected. All I do, I think we did this last week too. I sell Funko Pops pretty regular. It's folded in like a present, and it slides square into the box. And that bulge on the side from the bubble, it won't. It has a little bit up and down move, but not much. It's not going to move to the side whatsoever. So, and it'll fit right on the top. It seals perfect. Unfortunately, I've got to ship these Oreos, and I ran out of air pillows with the last one that I shipped out a couple days ago. So I'm going to have to put a bunch of bubble in there, I think. 9 ounces, which is typical for a Funko Pop. Some of them are heavier, but just like baseball hats, they're super easy to ship, super cheap to ship. So we're still going to make, it's $4.46 to send this to Daytona Beach. And that's about as expensive as I can get going clear across the country. I guess I could send something up to Maine. Might be a little farther. Probably not. So we'll set this. I actually have one more of those things. Let me show you this other one. How cool is that? I haven't listed these yet. I'm going to. They don't sell for a lot. Turn sideways on me, but they do sell. So it's hot in here. Whew. That's a little bit of a bolo for you. Those things, yeah, not a high dollar bolo, but they do sell relatively well, and you can usually get them for cheap. Got both of those for cheap, and they sell for about 20, 25 bucks, something like that. I'm going to try and sell it on Marketplace, actually, before I put it on eBay. I think I could probably double bag it and send it in a poly mailer, probably first class. But then there's not a lot of money to be made there, but they do sell. So if you don't mind making $5, they're kind of cool to have. How do you set up the Amazon affiliate links? You go to, I think I just did to be honest, man, I think I did a Google search for it. It's on the Amazon. Amazon calls it associates. They call you associates, I think, which is funny because I worked for a time years ago at Walmart and we were associates. They use the same word. And it's actually really, really easy. All you do is you go in and you basically fill out an application. What they ask you is what your website or blog or YouTube channel, whatever, you have to put in a link to it. They ask you what it's about. They ask you what you do to drive traffic to your site, whether it's sharing on social media or whatever, how people find you. They ask basically what are you going to talk about, and then as a result, what are you going to put down underneath here for an affiliate link, like the type of items. So like for me, I said, obviously my channel is aimed at resellers, is predominantly, and people that enjoy garage sales or thrifting, whatever. And so what I'm going to put on there is shipping supplies and electronic equipment, like the digital scale. I put my Accutech digital scale on there. Just stuff that I use, primarily shipping and sourcing, that I endorse, that I've tried, that I trust. You tell them just generally what you're going to be putting on there. They get on there and they review your site, and you're accepted pretty much right away. It's super easy. If you don't sell anything within, I think it was 180 days, they kill off your affiliation. Though they say once you retool your website, you can reapply. So we'll see. I mean, that gives me 6 months to make somebody make one qualified purchase. I don't have anything big on there. I mean, I put my tape on there, my bubble wrap, the 8x6x4 boxes are on there. The Scotty peelers are on there. I almost knocked Metal Like Lemon off. The box resizer. This thing is amazing. I put that on there. So, pretty simple to do. I'll find the link. I'll get you the link. Panda and a flash for my kids. That's awesome, D. Yeah, they're Dan D is the I don't know if I can show you I've got the sloth as well. Can that get in there? I don't know if it's going to focus. I actually have another one. This one isn't. I think this is also D&D. No, yeah, it's a Jurassic Park one. So that's cool. I didn't list this one. I put this one on Facebook Marketplace right before Halloween. And I kind of thought it would go, but there were some people that commented on it. Were like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" And then nobody bought it. So I'm going to list this on eBay. These actually sell better, I believe, on eBay. I want to say they're like $30 ish, something like that. I don't know. They're kind of cool. I should just do the rest of this. Yeah, I can't do the rest of it in there. I can't see. I mean, you can see, but your peripheral is damaged in those things. What do we got left here to ship? As per usual, I started with the easy stuff. We got 3 left. Let's do the shoes. Shoes are easy. Once again, shipping shoes. Priority mail. The shoe box. It actually is called the shoe box. Basically, it's 7x5x15. It'll fit most shoes. You can Frankenbox these things up if the size is such that they're too big. I always cross my tape like that. I don't know why. These are, let's see. Yep, these will fit just fine. I put a little paper in the bottom just so they're not banging square on the box. And alternate them here like that. And then I put 1 wrap of bubble across it. Rummage for Riches. Just jump in, Potter. Hey, Rummage. I don't remember you being in here before. How'd you find us? I'm just putting some bubble on my shoes real quick. Not because they need protection, though it does keep them from rubbing on the box. Mostly it's just to keep them together. Easier to box them up that way. And once they're set like this, I can throw the thank you sticker on there. Hey, you want to come and say hi to the world? No? All right. Mountain Mama's poking her head in, trying to figure out if I'm talking to myself. See if I need to take my meds or go talk to somebody. All right, and then just box that. Done. Easy peasy. Shoes are very easy to ship. Frankly, they're very easy to list. What's that? No, I just got a couple more things. We're just chatting. And then we got to weigh it. It ought to be 2 pounds-ish. 1 pound, 14.5 ounces. So you got to round up. If you're new to shipping, always round up. So we've got to put it in as 1 pound and 15 ounces. That's 15 by 7 by 5. It's going to cost us $8.50 to send this to California. Hayward, California is where these are going. I've got one other pair of Kobe shoes still up for sale. I think I've got some interest in them, but they're not as desirable because they're not immediately identifiable as Kobe shoes, other than on the tongue. Oh, look at that! I tried to print it. I was on my last label, and it gummed up like that, and so I'm gonna have to reprint that label. It's always it's a bummer when you run out on those things, but it's a good thing too, because it holds so many labels on that one roll that obviously you're selling a lot once you go through those. Someone mentions a name, so I subscribe. Well, that's cool to know that that somebody mentioned my name, and it was in a good sense. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. And we're just I gotta unplug this. I think. Well, I might not have to unplug it. If you guys don't have one of these things are incredible. You need to get one of these if you're doing any amount of volume on here. You save so much money in printer labels. That one's messed up on the end. You save so much money in the sticky labels, or save time if you're going to be like trying to cut them out. We did that initially, and then once we started selling in a little bit of volume, it didn't make any sense. Always going to buy the labels. They were like $40, I think, to buy them at Staples. Super expensive. Now I got to remember I wasn't paying attention how I put this thing in. I change it so infrequently. And I did it backwards. Yeah. I've actually got a I gotta unplug it. I've actually got a little bit of a fluke with mine where it cuts the label. There's a little piece of plastic in there they got screwed up at some point. So I got to fix that again because it cuts the label if I don't have it in there right. So that's kind of annoying. It's an easy fix, but it takes a minute. So we'll do that later. So these are boxed, and it was $115. Let's see, we got a box up. the cookies. So they fit in these 12 by 6 by 6 box. You didn't say it was good. Well, I was hoping it's good if you decided to come in, unless it's like one of those where it's like you just can't help but watch the train wreck, right? So I hope it's good. I hope I provide some content that people enjoy or that is in some way valuable. I don't know if this is it. Sunday is just kind of the hangout day. It's turning into a little bit of a what sold live, and just we'll start with a what sold, and it just turns into a hangout for anybody that's listing or shipping or whatever. I don't know. Nobody else is live. I'm a small channel, so it's not like I can compete if somebody else is live. So we just put it on and we start talking. I'm using a lot of bubble wrap on these because I don't want them to show up busted. And for those on Poshmark, men's style posh party is starting now. It's very exciting, right? Lunchbox break. Lunchbox, they're doing a break right now on lunchbox breaks. I bought from them before once. So there are our Oreos. And I'm going to have to stuff this thing with a little bit extra. Like I said, I ran out of air pillows. I should maybe buy some. I usually just save those from Amazon whenever we get something. And I've run out. So I just knocked over Darth Vader. Sorry, Darth. There we go. So we're going to stuff this with some extra. The bad thing is it'll push the weight up a little bit, but they're still relatively lightweight. I have to break open the new bubble wrap here in a second. Bluegrass, is the Kansas City Chiefs stuff still selling for you? I imagine they still got some Mahomes mania going on over there. Yep, those are good. Do the shake test with anything. Make sure it doesn't rattle around. If it doesn't rattle around, you're good to go. So those Oreos are boxed up. Like anything else, make sure you check. But limited edition food on known brands, like these were Oreos, and I've sold multiple, not a ton. Just kind of dip my toe into selling limited edition food stuff. Limited edition food stuff can sell if it's something that people already know and love. If they sell food on eBay, yeah, that's, if you miss this, man, maple flavored Oreos. Not super valuable, but I sold it for $11 and I got it with a coupon. I think I got these at Big Lots. And they gave me a coupon for $5, just a $5 coupon. So I picked up a couple of them from there. Now I think you can sell more. You can sell for a higher dollar value on Amazon. If you're set up on Amazon, you can sell food for more on there. But I've sold, I think, about a half a dozen different kinds of Oreos now on eBay. There's actually something now. I found out about it last night from Rick and Morty, Pickle Rick. The Pringles has come out with a limited edition Pickle Rick can. I don't know. I assume it's probably dill pickle flavor, something. I forgot to look when we were in the store today. That stuff is selling on Amazon and on eBay right now. Now, I don't know. Rick and Morty stuff tends to be fairly collectible, fairly desirable just in general. I don't know if the desirability for that's going to go down, but you can get them like any other can of Pringles for like $1 or $2. And they're selling for, well, let's look. Why don't we just look? Pickle Rick Pringles. All right. We're going to sort. There's 440 listed. I think they're selling better on Amazon, and for a higher dollar value. But 440 listed, 165 sold. So not a super great sell through. But this one sold for $8.99. A pack of 3 for $19.99 plus shipping. So that's the way, and that was today. So somebody sold a pack of 3. If you sell them in groups, that's probably better, right? So there's a pack of 3, $19.99 plus $4.99 shipping. So $25 all in on something that they probably paid. Let's say they paid $2 a piece. I bet they're not even that much, but. So we've got what do we say? $25. Actually, $24.80. What? $24.98. eBay is going to take their cut. PayPal take their cut. When it's done, ballpark $21.73. And let's say they paid $6 for all of it, right? They made $15 between. It says it's $15.73. So they made between $15 and $16 off of buying some cans of Pringles, right? I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you keep your eyes open, watch the trends, watch what's going on, you can make money when you're at the grocery store. There's money to be made everywhere. It's pretty amazing what people will spend their money on. But like I've said before, you don't have to know why they're going to spend $25 on 3 cans of potato chips. You just got to know they do. All we got left to pack is our frog. There she goes one more time. There she is. All right. That's enough out of you. I don't know what box she's going to fit in. She's got to go priority. She is, yeah, because she is 15.7 ounces on her own. So she's going to have to go priority. I don't know. She is ballpark. She's 10 inches tall. The small mailing box is only 7 by 7 by 6, but I could probably put 2 of these together. Or, no, it's better. I bet she fits in a shoebox and we just cut it down. Let's see. Look at that. Like a glove. Yep, that's going to work. So we'll put her in a shoebox. Doesn't need a whole lot of padding. I will put a little bit of bubble on it. I think it'll be just fine. Where did that bubble go? There it is. Yeah, Bluegrass, you've got that booth. We've got an antique mall here in town, and I've been in it. It's been a while ago. I don't know if we have more than just the one, to be honest with you. At least right here in town. We have some others in the general area. Do you sell in an antique booth, or do you sell like just in a, like, where is it that you sell? I'm kind of intrigued with that idea to put some of the heavier stuff or overstock in a booth, but then you got to be able to make up the difference, right? You got to be able to not make up the difference, but you got to pay for it, right? You got to pay the rent, you got to pay the overhead. I know it's a lot of times not a ton, and then you're paying a percentage of your sales, just like you are on eBay, right? So that's not a problem. But I just kind of wondered, like, the only booths I've ever seen are in antique malls, so I don't really collect a lot of antiques. So I don't know what I would sell. Other than, I mean, I guess you do, if you have that available, you would pick up more like furniture and that sort of thing. And now once I put the bubble on, well, yeah, she's all right. She slides down in there okay. So we're just going to eyeball this one rather than our box resizer, because these are super easy to resize. I love the shoebox. I probably use the shoebox more than any other priority box, to be honest. I think it's just you can use it for so many different things, especially since it's resizable. I do use the long boxes as well, but put a little paper on the top. Just so we don't mash your head at the top of the box. All right, just like that. And then we're going to cut off this one. I don't know, right there. This one needs to be cut a little bit. Resizing boxes is not all that hard, guys. So don't be worried about it. Just like anything else, once you do it a few times, you get the hang of it. And I'll just, we'll cut it off on the end. Sometimes I'll fold over the lip. I think on this one, I'll cut it off. I don't think it needs it. Sometimes I'll fold over the lip just to give a little extra protection on there. But this one, I mean, this thing's not going to get hurt, especially with bubble on it. We'll go with the knife. And I cut into the box. You see that? See what happens when you're not paying attention? But I can tape that. I cut a little bit of the box corner. That's ridiculous. Okay. So we're going to tape this bad boy up. And the frog is in the box. So, easy peasy. Swamp Picker. Hey, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. We're down to the random chat hangout phase of the live. Not much happening. Like your hangout. Thanks, Rummage. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You have 2 open booths and 3 glass lock booths. So you got a lot of stuff available. But are they is it like at an antique mall, Bluegrass? Or is it like, where is it? Because I just wonder. I got nothing that would be considered antique, right? Well, I have a couple of antique books, but not high value. But I mean, officially they are antique. But always be all over the blade. Yeah, I wasn't going to cut myself, but I was cutting away. But I was just cutting. I realized that it tilted in and it started cutting into the box. But I'm not going to redo the box. It's just fine. It's not going to look as pretty when it gets there, which is a bummer because I like my stuff to look nice. But I think it's okay. She's just worried about it getting there on time as soon as I can get it there. So I'm going to have this in the mail as soon as I'm done. I'll bring this with me to work on Tuesday and drop it off on my way home. That way I'll get out lunchtime or so. All right. She is not the prettiest box I've ever put together, but she's not horrible either. I've had way uglier boxes, to be honest with you. Okay. And then that one weighs, with that box now, she weighs 1 pound 6 ounces. So not too bad. That'll be a pretty cheap ship to California. So that's all of our packages. I'm all done. I'm used to doing in the dozens. Yeah, well, dozens, not dozen. Well, maybe sometimes dozens, but usually it's at least mid to high teens. And I had 7 things for this weekend. Yeah, Monday's a holiday, so nothing going out on Monday. So I do have a little bit of a longer weekend. Maybe we can still sneak into the double digits, but. I'll have some videos. I want to see the videos, man. You know what, Bluegrass? I want to hook up with you. I think I mentioned it before, but we'll hook up and we'll do a little interview show for folks. Um, I'm going to start getting into that. I mean, that's what I do at work. I interview people every day at work as part of my job. So I might as well bring that in. That's one of the skills I have. Might as well bring it into the YouTubes. And I think talking if you and I talk a little bit about the booth, right, and about how that works, I think that'd interest people because I don't know how it works. I mean, I know in general, but I think it'd be cool because that's another thing that people, even resellers, um, that's another part of the reselling game that I think a lot of us don't know about. So I think that would be valuable. So I'll get a hold of you. We'll set something up. DC, so you bought from me. What did you buy from me, D? Thank you very much for doing that. I don't remember what you bought from me. Cool shirt. Oh, this thing, it's a repop. Um, I've yet to find. My buddy Jeff found. He sent me a picture. Um, I bet I don't know where he posted that. He's not doing eBay anymore. He's doing like Mercari. I think he's on Depop. I'm not positive. Let me see if I've got it. I think I have a hard time getting my phone to show up on there anyway. He found a vintage Star Wars. Here it is. He sent me a picture of it. It glows in the dark. I can never get this thing to show up, but you can kind of see. Maybe if I flip off the light. No, I can never get this thing to show on there right. But it's Darth Vader with lightsabers underneath him, glowing green on this black shirt. It's incredible. It's so cool. Um, that thing is amazing. So it might be up on Mercari or something. The Thanos cup. I've got a bunch of those, D. I should have sent you. You should have told me. I'd have sent you a couple. I've still got. I think I've got. I bet I got a dozen or more of those left. I thought those would be more popular than they are. They're not selling. I've only sold a couple of them. I thought they were cool. I'd have shipped you another one. So if anybody wants the Thanos limited, only released in theaters cup, I got a bunch. Swamp picker. Yep, that's our mountain lion back there. He's kind of covered up. He's got my hat on. He's got my fishing hat on. Your son, I'm glad your son liked it. I should have. I seriously, if you guys get anything from me, let me know, and we'll throw in some. We'll throw in some extras. We'll get it there. Pay up, priority, get it out sooner, whatever. I want to take care of you guys because you don't have to buy from me, and that's really cool. So, yeah, swamp picker. That was my Uncle Johnny's. He trapped that back long time. I bet there's a date on the back of there. I bet it was in the 70s. So it's been probably 50 years. But that we talked about that at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the feed. That was always the cool thing in his room to go and touch the cougar, the mountain lion. So that was pretty cool. As I remember, he would have hats on it, and I think he would hang his keys off of it sometimes. He'd hang keys on the tooth or something. I like that guy. Hang on, sorry, I'm listing and listening. Yeah, I should probably list. I picked up two. I did list two things today. Picked up a couple things from Walmart when we were there getting some groceries, and picked up. They're called Fugglers. It's an ugly doll, intentionally ugly doll. They don't sell super well. One of them sells better than the other that I picked up, but they're on rollback, and so I picked them up. I bet they'll go either international or go for ahead of Christmas or somebody's birthday party or something. They'll sell eventually. They're already in boxes, super easy to pack and send out. So I picked up those. They're like 988, and it looks like when they sell for about 20, 25 bucks in that ballpark. So about 25 bucks, I think. So we'll double our money on it. It's nothing big. No huge arbitrage finds today. Though I did see the other day, um, I don't know if you guys have checked out his channel. It's super unsexy is the guy's channel. He goes around and does a whole bunch of like Walmart, typically Walmart. I think he does other stuff too. I just catch him now and again. He calls it hidden clearance, and I actually found some stuff on hidden clearance today. It just wasn't worth it to resell, but it's basically when they print out the tag. Like I actually found one that they had printed out the 29th of December, and then they haven't printed out a new tag yet. And so if they don't print out a new clearance tag in the computer system, it's actually gone down. It's just not down on the tag. And he does videos kind of showing folks stuff that's actually cheaper than what they realize it is. And he found, and I don't remember the brand name. Is it Walmart? He said they were phasing it out. He found he bought a whole set of, and he doesn't usually do reselling stuff. He just likes people finding good deals. But I think he does do some reselling. And they found these things that were I think he got 4 of them, of one of each. There was like a hedge trimmer. There was what was it, like a blower. There might have been a chainsaw even in that, but it's a green box, primarily green, like green and white, I think. And I just cannot remember the name of it. But if you look up super unsexy on YouTube, you would find it. I didn't see any in our store. They actually remembered, and I went in, I looked, we walked in through lawn and garden, and there wasn't any in there. But he was finding these things for like 40 and 50 bucks at his at that particular Walmart. Now he went to other Walmarts and they were still the price that they were listed as online. But he found them at one of like the 3 Walmarts that they went to. It was like 40 and 50 bucks, and it was listed online for like 157, something like that. I mean, it's like $100 off. And they weren't listed in clearance. They weren't listed. It was just they were sitting in lawn and garden, and the tag wasn't updated. So they ended up buying one of each of the 4 that they found. He took a picture of it sitting in the back of their like Suburban or whatever, put it on Facebook Marketplace, and they sold it the next day for 300 bucks. Now they spent 140, something like, or no, he sold it for 270. I think he made a deal. He listed it for 300, and I think he made a deal with the guy for 270. So they basically made 100 bucks in a day. They didn't do anything. I bet they didn't even unload them from the back of their car. So check out that video to figure out exactly what the brand name is, because I don't remember what it was. We didn't have them at our store, but he just listed them as basically like a lawn and garden set, still new in the box. Come and get them. You could list that stuff on eBay, but the shipping would be ridiculous. Because they're fairly big and bulky and heavy. But that's a great local flip. So if you check that out, that might be something to check your Walmart for. Retail arbitrage is nice just because typically the return on investment isn't there. Typically it's not as high, but they're so easy. They're easy to ship and or easy to list, I mean. Because it's new in the box. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures, maybe the bottom with the UPC, a close up. That's it. I mean, and people know exactly what they're getting. So they're even easier if you're just selling it out of the back of your truck locally. So retail arbitrage is kind of cool. I know a little about it. I know enough to get in trouble with it sometimes, but I'm getting smarter. We're buying better stuff that is either cheaper or that has a better return. We made several $100s off of selling cockroach bait, retail arbitrage. One of the better flips that we found, frankly, bought them for $0.25 and sold them for almost 12 bucks a piece. So those consistently sold. I was selling 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 a day for a long time. Actually had one come back. I've got to find it. One came back because the person had moved, I guess, and they didn't update, but they haven't contacted me. So I got to figure out exactly who bought that so I can contact them and see if they want to update and what they want to do with that. They haven't contacted me, so I don't know if they just wrote it off or what. I don't know. I don't typically get that. I don't know. You guys get, like, you ship it somewhere and it comes back return to sender because they're not there anymore? I don't know. Not sure what my obligation is at that point. I'll try and get a hold of them. I haven't sold it, but I sold so many of those. I mean, I had 49 of them. So I have to look back and figure out, match the address to the sale to even figure out the username on it, to figure out who bought it and see if they want it. But it's been, I actually just now remembered that it's been sitting over in my little return. I have one area out here in the shop where a return sits until I have it figured out. I don't get a ton of them. So I don't have a system yet, probably a good system for returns, but I got to figure out what to do with that. I don't know. I don't know what you guys do when you get a return to sender and they don't contact you. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe they wrote that off and figured they're the new tenants of that apartment, just claimed it as their own. So I don't know. We've been going for a long time, guys. And it is about time for me to make dinner. I got to get the label printer fixed. My little plastic piece slipped in there again, so I got to fix that. So I'm probably going to head out, but I appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with me. I know it turned into very much of a ramble here at the end, just like last time, but hopefully you found something valuable in here, or at least I kept you entertained while you were listening or packing. So I appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed, run over there and subscribe. I think we're at 322 now, so we're slowly growing. I think we're going to do a sale, or not a sale. We're going to do a giveaway when we get to 500. I know Bluegrass Picker just hit 500, so that's awesome. Go subscribe to him. I don't know who else in here has if anybody else has a channel, go click everybody's name. If they got a channel, follow them. I ramble good. Well, I try to. I probably say way too much, but I appreciate it. So I think we're going to call it. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. I got to go make dinner. I think it's spaghetti night. We'll see. I'm doing ribs tomorrow. Ribs. I'm gonna do a live stream while I do the ribs on the smoker. We'll see. See you guys.